Today, guys, we're going to discuss the sacking of Enzo Maresca from Chelsea. It was a very sudden sacking. I have quite a liking to Chelsea, so I was very surprised when it happened. In this video, I'll be discussing why it happened, maybe, and it's just his time at Chelsea as a whole. I personally think he was quite successful, but we'll get into that. So remember to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content, and let's get into this. So obviously, guys, Maresca joined Chelsea in 2024, leaving Leicester, and they won the league with Leicester, and he won the league in style. A couple of bumps in the road, but they won it quite comfortably. They done very, very good for what they had. Of course, there was a bit of a pessimistic view of when they hired Enzo Maresca at Chelsea, because a lot of people heard of him, but he only managed in the Championship. So that was one of the kind of views where I was like, oh no, what are we doing here, what are we doing? But what he brought was something probably not a lot of Chelsea fans expected, but I mean, everybody expected Chelsea to win the Conference League, but the way they done it, where the squad they done, the style of football, it was very good. And obviously they won the Club World Cup, and nobody expected that either, in the sense of, because PSG were that strong after winning the Champions League. But we saw what he could really do. So this is why it kind of came to a surprise when they finally sacked him. And obviously his playing style was very good. They turned players like Caicedo into one of the best CDMs in the world, I would say. And Cole Palmer, obviously, now the number 10, he brought him for City. And he had he didn't bring him from City, but he was already there from City, so he knew him. He's turned him into an absolute star and all. And I don't understand it, in the sense of, he's been good at transforming players, he's been good at just making that club turn into like a prosperous club. And they were challenging for the Premier Leagues, but it's one of them ones that just does not make sense. Obviously, poor recent form, but like, you just knew they were going to turn it around. And but because Aston Villa, for example, they were on a run of 11 games with a win. Every game was a win, and they lost to clubs like Arsenal. You know what I mean? It's like, it's what you're meant to do. It's like, it's just one of them. So, but might I add, obviously it's unacceptable. They need, but I don't think they need to change it. There's also rumours that the relationship with the club hierarchy kind of ripped apart, which is probably right, because Todd Bodie has not a clue what he's doing. He's never been in football, he's only a businessman, so he's only there for the money, which is the most case with football clubs. But the Blue Co group have ruined Chelsea, but they've probably changed their wage structure maybe to the better. I think that's the only positive we can maybe bring to that. A businessman can do the best business for Chelsea, but it took them that long enough to get a club sponsor for the front of shop. But it just looked like the club was signing players rather than Enzo Maresca. I don't think he liked that, because the amount of times you saw a player come from Strasbourg because they're in a partnership, it's just unbelievable. Like, it looks like modern day money laundering, but in football terms. it just does not. I'm just baffled. I think every Chelsea fan is baffled like me because it just does not make any sense whatsoever. The owners don't have a clue what they're doing, and the managers are linked with is it's baffling to me. I know it genuinely is, and we'll move on to that just now. So the most likely candidate, guys, is Liam Rosenier. He's an English coach. Obviously, he's worked at Strasbourg, and I'm pretty sure the rumours are that he was previously a PE coach, which you need to start off somewhere, which is fair enough. But the guy who is going for this job is only been seen as a strong candidate because they're owned by the same group. A couple of other rumours that are Cesc Fabregas, obviously because he's previous links to Chelsea. Glasner, because he's on obviously he's like unfavourable relationships with the Crystal Palace hierarchy, so you might see that happening. But what I think is that they will probably get Liam Rosenier, and I don't see it working out. I see this being like a Graham Potter situation. He just doesn't look like a qualified enough manager, and I think they've let go a very good manager because he worked under Pep. If Pep sees somebody's good, he's good. Let's put it that way. And aye, that's the summary of the video. I'm just mind blown that every Chelsea fan probably in the world. And yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, guys, remember to subscribe to this channel, leave a like, and put in post notifications. And goodbye.